Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I filmed beauty content. The other day I filmed a makeup tutorial that was skin-like, and that is something that I have struggled with for a long time. My simple glam always ends up looking too glam for every day, so I'm actively trying to master the art of skin-like makeup look. So I did one a few days ago and I really liked it, so I wanted to give you guys a full tutorial on how I made that look. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Welcome to my makeup class on the art of mastering skin-like makeup. First, we're going to start with primer, and I used 2 primers on that day. So I got this mini set of holiday gift makeup because I wanted to try it out, but I didn't want to commit to full-size products. I used the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So I went in with this glow primer on my cheeks because I wanted extra shine here. My T-zone area, I went in with clear one. So my forehead, my nose, and my chin. So we're just going to go in and blend. And I was super scared of this primer, but watch how it disappears into the skin. I'm going to bring it down a bit today because I did apply a bit too much. I've been setting up for so long that I forgot to actually use my base, my main base. So I'm going to try to put it above my makeup. So this is my main base that I usually use before I go in with any primer, the CeraVe Advanced Repair Ointment. It's really good. It's like Vaseline but for your face. I mean, you could use Vaseline on your face, but I'm just going to use a tiny bit and I'm going to rub it on my hands first before I apply it to my face. Hopefully this goes well. Yeah, it's not going well because the primer's peeling. Hold on. It's going to be so good if you apply it before your primer. I'm going to use my well-trusted micellar water first of all. Take everything out and start afresh. So let's try that again now, shall we? Going first with CeraVe. Primer. This is originally what was supposed to happen, so ignore that chaos ever happened and we will move from here. From here on, the makeup is really easy. I'm so used to music playing in the background, so it feels kind of weird. Free music and just not add any sounds to the video. So for the makeup, it's going to be mostly a one palette look, and that day I used this palette from Fine Art Beauty and I was trying it out that day to see, but it actually really worked out perfectly. You don't have to own this palette. If you have the products that you could substitute for this, then you could do this makeup. I'm going to start with this cool toned color to contour my face. I want to bring back structure to my face and shape my face. Any dense brush would do, but this one's the Real Techniques 200 brush, and I'm just going to tap and then start in the hollows of my cheek, so below where I would put my bronzer. Not everyone has this shadow, but I do have like a natural shadow here, so I'm just going to follow that line and do this. Light-handed, by the way, and I'm just going to take this upwards into my hairline. So it's going to be a base color. This is going to be the complexion for which I center the whole base on, and it doesn't show when I blend it on my hairline because it feels like it's my natural shading. So this is what I mean, seamlessly into the hairline and into the jaw. It's fine if it comes up a bit because this brush is more on the denser, thicker side. It's not like really tiny and dense, so expect it, if you're using this one, expect it to go a bit higher than you'd want it to, but it's fine. We're going to blend it out with another color. Shaping my forehead as I go. And the reason why I've been actively trying to make my makeup look skin-like is I think I said it in the beginning of the video, or maybe I didn't, but it's more of a personal preference. I love full glam, but my everyday makeup, I think I have an everyday makeup tutorial, routine rather, but I feel like it's still on the very glam side. There's some days that I want to look put together without looking like I tried very much, or just because it's the makeup artist in me that just wants to be creative, to want to make my makeup look like skin. Makeup is not supposed to look like skin, so take my opinions with a grain of salt. It's just personal preference. So underneath my jawlines, I'm going to create a shadow there. So now that we're done with shaping my face, you can see that there's a bit of dimension going on already. So now we're going to go for that to shape my face, but I also want to bring back warmth to my face. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. bronzer in the shade Deep Intense. So we're going to go where I would usually put my bronzer, which is right on my cheeks, but above the contour line, my forehead, but lower than my hairline, on my nose. I didn't use the contour one on my nose, in the middle part of my face, so I want something warmer there. And I don't know, recently I discovered just doing this, I apply my bronzer in a V shape here on both sides. I don't know why I started to do that, but it just works for me. And let's not forget my chin. So now we're going to go back in with the same brush and start blending from downwards upwards. Blending in the V shape towards this V here, and then blend this downwards, then blend this upwards. My cheekbone, and then this eye one here. So we're going to blend it upwards and outwards into the contour. I'm going to use this shade first to clean up that contour here. Going back in with that contour brush just to make sure everything's seamless. First underneath the jaw and then just go over it like twice. So that same shade, we're going to use it to clean up our under eyes. We're not highlighting, we're just cleaning up. So go from the sides of your nose like you would use your concealer, so structured but minimal. Get rid of that harsh line there because it looks so weird. Don't forget your forehead. And then I'm going to use this shade just to create that illusion of a highlighted under eye. So now that we're done highlighting, we're going to blush. I love red blushes, so we're going to go in with this shade here. The sun just came out and it's like, hello. But the weather has been so dull past few days, so it's really beautiful to see that the sun's still out there in the skies. I used to actively love when it got darker earlier, but these days I'm just like, nah, bring back the light. It's just too dark. It's a flush of color, so it's definitely going to disappear a bit once I apply powder. To set, we're going to use my Huda Beauty powder in the shade Kunafa. I never know how to pronounce it, but yeah, we're going to use that shade. For this look, I would not use a powder puff, I'll just use a brush. So I'm using my Real Techniques, a flat brush. So take, tap, set. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush, dip it into my powder, and then just take the excess on my palm like this. Make sure it's spread evenly on the powder brush, and then set. actively starting with bronzer. This is the only powder bronzer I own and I love it down, like I love it so much. So taking bronzer, putting the excess here just to blend it into the brush, and then set. Like, it's just such a beautiful bronzer. For the price, it's absolutely gorgeous. My jawline, just to snatch it up. Take a tiny brush like this and just set this really nice. For blush, I'm going to use this one from Glowish by Huda Beauty and it's called Sassy Saffron. Tap it lightly because it barely shows up on my skin anyway, so this is a perfect blush for this look. Take out any extra shine. Brows I like to keep simple really. Sometimes I'll fill it in, sometimes I wouldn't. Today I'm just going to lightly fill it in. So for my brows, I'm going to use my Sephora brow pencil in chocolate brown, and we're just going to draw strokes lightly, filling in any sparse areas. Gonna set around them. I hate when a makeup product or brush you were using like a few seconds ago just disappears on you. I've been digging through my box for my brow gel. I'm using my e.l.f. tinted brow gel. I'm just checking. It doesn't have shades. It doesn't have a shade name, so I'm guessing it's a universal. It's definitely not grey, it's a brown one. So yeah, I still want to glow. I'm going to be using this highlighter I bought, like I think it's 2021 Nuban Beauty highlighter. It's a Nigerian makeup brand. It blends like a dream. So I'm going to take my finger, tap on here, tap on my hand. It's barely there. I don't want a lot. Just a little, oh, a little shine when the light passes me. Oh, inner corner. We're not going to do any eyeshadows because we're trying to make it look skin-like, and at this point I feel like I did go heavy-handed on some products in this video, but trust me, first time I did this makeup I got it. So it's definitely going to be a trial and error process. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara in the shade Cause I'm Black, and I love how this mascara defines my eyelashes so much. To me it's definitely buildable because the last time I used it I had it dry and then I applied 3 layers. It might look clumpy to some, but if you don't have falsies on, it's definitely a good way to give you eyelashes if you don't have any, like me. I have this weird eyelash that grows down on my eyelash line. It's so weird. No matter how much I try to take it back up or pluck it out, it always grows back in that direction. So definitely a pain, but I'm letting it grow like that so I can get used to it being in my line of vision each time I have makeup on. I feel like my ring light's shaking. Just going to do a bit on my lower lashes. I'm going to clean up the makeup on my lips, make that really clear. We want a healthy flush of color on our lips. I'm going to take a flat brush and use this color I used as blush and apply it on my lips. Give it a healthy wash of color. If you have a red lipstick, you can also use that. I don't have one, so that's why. And I feel like this just matches the makeup look a bit more, so. And it makes it look like this is my natural lip color without doing too much. First time I did this makeup, I used my e.l.f. lip lacquer, but I've run out of that, so I have this Milk Makeup Duo hydrating lip oil, so we're going to do this instead. So we have these two shades and they're called Green Dragon and Dream Machine. Oh, yeah, it's a lip oil. Smells like watermelon. And do this. No lip liner today, no overlining my lip, nothing like that, just clear gloss. And since this is a lip oil, it has definitely more shine, not sticky at all. And let's not forget to set the makeup look. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible. You know what? This is actually fail in the middle. Infallible. Like I said, there is so much makeup out there that I do not know how to pronounce. So we're going to spray, and this time I'm ready. I'm not going to spray up my nose. So from a distance, do one spray. Yep, checking the mist, and now hold my breath. Oh, it still choked me. Oh, it still choked me. So this is a makeup look all done and all complete, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. You learned a thing or two about makeup application, because that's the whole point, teaching you how to apply makeup if you want the skin-like effect. So this is the look all done and all complete. I really love how it turned out. I hope you do too. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, share to your friends, to your frenemies, to your family, to everyone you know. And I will see you in the next one.